I do want to do some fighting.
Yeah, about that. So evening falls.
Yeah.
And those of you who want to return to the barracks can, as Corbin asked all of you to return for a quick meeting.
I mean, I was sort of with Corvin, so it would be weird if I didn't just go with him. So we're just going to assume I'm with Corvin right now.
Yeah.
You two head back with the Amazon woman from before, Hippolyta.
And Jesus.
He just grabs him by the hand.
No, yeah, Jesus tags along for a bit. He's part of a different army regimen, but he doesn't have any. His regiment's on like an off day today, and so Jesus comes along with you. Sure, why not? So, Elanor, do you also want to head back?
Mm-hmm.
Nia, do you want to head back?
Sure, I will have already been heading back, so just plot convenience. I will be there at the same time.
And Josh and Zen, do you want to head back from your frolicking in the rain?
Yeah, I'm going back after that.
Awesome, Mundo.
I
So
just grab Josh by the paw and I rush over there.
So all of you, after letting your sunburnt skin soothe in the rain for the day and having your wonderful little own downtime adventures, you all return to the barracks, at which point you can all gather around along with your fellow teammates who seem to have had their own little individual adventures over the course of the day. And Corvin gathers you all up. Okay, guys, gather up, gang. We have our first official mission from the King Yildrim himself. So this is a big deal. They were super impressed with what we did back in the trenches and how we defended the front from kobolds. Like, you guys did amazing, okay? This is going to be our first big mission. All right? This is us making it into the big times. Like, this is a royal decree, so don't mess this up, okay?
I do not know what the concept of time is, but yes, I do want to be good.
You saw how I beat up that royal, so.
Speaking of duelists, you see that Hippolyta now has a silver ranking.
That who?
Hippolyta, the big Amazon fire genasi with a huge sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of you do your thing. Get ready. We're leaving in the morning. So if you guys want to prepare anything in the actual place before you head out in the morning, that's cool.
I'm going to offer Elanor the spare room I have, because I have 2.
We have barracks, though.
You guys have rooms.
At the bar, I do. I remember.
We have room. We're given a place to sleep in the army.
I know, but I
thought I was sleeping on the floor.
Anyways,
a lovely cozy
Declan,
floor.
how much would it be to get a better sword?
To get a better sword?
Like
dude, it's just
a better short sword. How expensive would it be?
It would be a magic item, which would be
fire sword.
Like just a short sword plus 1.
Let's see. Uncommon magic items are worth 500 gold pieces, so
not enough. I only have 40. Yeah. All right. I'm ready then. I'm going to take a long rest, get my Hexblade's Curse back, get my 6 hit points back, and then I'm good to go. Yep.
I'm going to offer Elanor the other room if she wants it.
Elanor, do you want to sleep in a fancy tavern for the night before you head out? Or do you want to just be around the barracks so you don't have to walk all the way back in the morning?
I accept the offer because Nia, I am now comfortable around.
Also, you
Yep.
let me sleep in your room on the ship, so I kind of owe you.
Yeah.
Nia's paid you back for the room on the ship. You guys are all cool now, and you for tomorrow I'm gonna say you get a +1 on like one check or like attack roll or something. You get a +1 to any roll tomorrow morning because you've been well rested in a fancy hotel room. So, the next day comes, you all wake up and it's showtime. Like, you see that Corvin is super nervous. Okay, guys, we are going to be probably traveling for about a day. It's the place we're headed isn't too far away, which is concerning for reasons that we'll get into on the ride there. I'll catch you all up. It'll be cool.
Hopefully.
You guys ready for this long road trip? Because there will be no stops until we arrive in...
Can I go to the washroom first?
Yes, you can go to the washroom first.
I'm gonna bring Cat with me this time.
I need a bathroom buddy.
Take Josh.
I'm joking. No. Taking Josh. Josh, this is how you use the washroom. You don't pee in the bushes.
You see, I have much
Go to the
confusion about
public
this
restroom.
devourer. For the longest time, people give me such awful stares when I do such a thing. Teach me your human way.
Make sure you flush the toilet with your foot. Do not
What
flush
is
with
this
your paws.
flush?
Flush with your foot. There's a lever.
Magical
His
I'll
feet
explain
are
on the
paws.
way.
Toilets are like completely new concept to most people in this world.
I know.
Like actual
Oh,
plumbing
wait, really?
is crazy. Yeah. They have no idea what actual plumbing is.
So they just go to a shed
Pretty much.
Oh,
It's
no,
pretty much
house.
an
or something.
outhouse.
Oh wow.
They're not that
Ah,
bad.
I see.
actually.
So this room is like a better bush.
Yes, a way better bush.
Ah, I see you humans with your tricky disguises. I know a bush when I see
Mhm.
one.
I do as well, especially when there's leaves around it. But carry on.
You construct this out of wood. This is but a tree. You and your humans
We
making
are
your
pissing,
odd-shaped trees.
and then there's a random guy passing by the washroom. He's like, "What the heck, man?"
Yeah. There.
He's looking at this.
The dude, the
Bear that's
tiefling
twice the size of him.
with the big deer ears, or I mean the big deer like horns. He's just like
Antlers.
totally weirded out by the both of you talking about your so-called trees,
bathroom experience.
your bathroom trees. He's just trying to take a piss, and he has to deal with you two blathering on about your trees and your bushes.
Okay, we must go now.
So yeah, you guys take your bathroom breaks before you go, and you all hop on what is left of the train. It is very clearly completely dented and mangled, but it's like it's good enough. It's been kind of
I
repaired.
can walk it all.
It can work, thankfully. And you also have two new lizards after what happened to the first ones, who had been eaten by the kobolds.
What the heck? I never even realized we had lizards.
They like to
Yeah,
pull
the
the
little
bus.
train car is pulled by lizards.
Ah, I thought it was like some steampunk thing going on. All right.
Ancestrals.
Ah.
Oh yes, we don't have
Yeah.
plumbing, but we have steam engines.
Yeah.
I haven't.
That's what I was thinking.
Ancestrals
I
would
mean,
have been so much cooler.
I thought there was plumbing and stuff like that.
There's guns in this world, not like AK-47s or anything, but there definitely are
I
guns.
mean, they
Yeah, but guns have existed for a
don't have
long
apple
time.
juice, so I guess.
yeah,
that
like
makes
since the
sense.
1600s. It's like gunpowder weapons.
Yeah, you go flip, flip, flip. All right, it started bang, and it makes an explosion, shoots a piece of rock forward really quickly.
Yeah. So, you guys begin your journey, and Corvin begins debriefing you. So, guys, we are headed to the small religious hub of Merida, It is a small, definitely not as big as it is yet. A small place. We're still kind of building relations between them, but recently a few of our head wizards, our high mages, have gone there for various religious reasons, and they've gone missing. And then we found them again, thankfully, except they were dead. So we found their corpses, and we are currently looking for those who are responsible. It's only when they go to Merida, though. And if they don't get murdered in Merida, then they show up there in one way or another, either beaten half to death or straight up dead. So our main objective here, gang,
Sacrificing
is
us.
to split up and look for clues. I'm going to be dividing you guys into 2 groups. You guys are going to comb the city. We are going to hopefully find the culprits responsible. There has been rumors about some gang activity going on around here, and this is just the word on the street. This is where large shipments of Monarch's venom are coming from. So
Hey, that sounds familiar.
don't be
Definitely haven't
surprised.
heard that before.
So don't be surprised if there's some stuff going on. We think we know who it is, but we don't want to jump to any conclusions. Okay, guys? Seem fair?
Okay.
So, go ahead.
I will
split up into
try not
parties.
to prematurely stab someone.
Just
Good
keep it
idea.
in your murder pants. All right.
I'll try my best not to convince him to do that.
I should also mention that all of you, your magic items are now bonded to you, so
Wait,
you can
what?
go ahead.
The
Your
magic item.
magic items. So, the other night,
gauntlet
as you were
thing.
sleeping, so the other night, as you were sleeping, my good friend, Zen, the gauntlet once again spoke to you, and when you awoke, it was already on your arm.
Whoa. How do I go to the
Yeah.
washroom? It's gonna like hurt.
It's oddly
I'm kidding.
soft.
Oh wow. What
You
is
can
soft?
take-
What?
You can take it off, by the way.
Oh, sick. Okay. Good to know.
Don't worry.
That was really important to me.
You're not permanently stuck with this gauntlet, no.
All right. Good.
As for Nia, the little inkwell with the ink needle, as you awoke, you find that there is the symbol of a tattoo of your choosing. What do you want a tattoo to be?
Butterfly.
So you find the symbol of an enormous butterfly back tattoo completely across your back. You have been infused with its magical energies, and you can now use various abilities listed in the magical items description, as long as it is still applied to you. Oddly enough, it was strangely painless, and as you wake up, you're not sore at all. Now, moving on to Ziel. You didn't have to bond with your weapons. They're just...
Yeah, I have arrows. That's yeah. Have you actually added their weapons to their equipment and done hit attunement and stuff for them?
Yeah, I should probably do that for them now.
Yeah.
And finally,
before you
when
forget,
it comes to Elanor, as you speak with your cute little moss creature friend, he begins to look around all of your items. If you want to actually bond him to one of your items, like say, if it's your mace or your shield, then it can't be yanked away from you. Or if it is your, say for example, armor, then it'll take away any disadvantage to stealth that you get from it. Do you want to go to your weapons, your shield, your armor, any...
My armor, please.
Okay. So your little moss friend hops on to your scale mail, and he begins to integrate himself into like the chinks in the armor. And as this happens, he kind of like, you can feel as though you're connected to the armor itself, as if he made the armor his body. So you will now be able to stealth without having to worry about like any disadvantage because your little moss friend will dampen any noise. And if the time comes when somehow you are removed from your armor forcefully, then guess you're going to be able to move it independently of yourself. It's kind of like a Thor's hammer type deal.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys make your way over the 24-hour journey. Do you want to go super fast but risky, slow but super safe, or moderate and just like, you might get attacked by something, you might not?
Safe.
Okay, that's one vote for safe.
I'm good with safe right now as well.
Yeah, let's all go safe. Let's save our hit points.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need them.
Okay, so yeah. Roll. One of you roll for stealth.
Can we all roll and see whoever gets the highest?
No,
Oh,
I'm not going to give you quadruple advantage.
oh man. Okay.
Lauren, you roll for stealth.
So Lauren,
No,
Lauren,
I
you
get
roll.
+7, so let's do
Yeah,
that.
whoever has the highest can go. The baby. Oh my gosh, it's such a. Okay, carry on.
12.
Okay, that's gonna pass it. Jesus, you got a 12 from a 5?
7,
Why?
yeah.
Yeah, she's a
God,
plus
yeah, that is
stealth.
a ridiculous stealth modifier. Yeah, so there's no way you could have missed that. So you truck on along. You guys, I'm gonna say it's like, I don't know, it's a couple miles away, like more than 100. It's a while away. It's like what the equivalent would be of 2 provinces over. So pretty much you guys are on your way, and as you just go about your day, nothing eventful is happening. You guys play cards for a bit, try to waste away the time. Would any of you like to talk to each other as you wait for...
Can I do the laser thing with Willow? You know, where you take a laser and you put it on the wall?
You don't have a laser, but I'm going to say, if someone uses the light cantrip or like dancing lights or something, totally.
I
I can do my
minor
fire.
illusion, which is a cantrip, so I'll do
You
like
could
a
definitely use minor illusion to laser pointer Willow. Feel free to do that.
Okay, I do that.
So you use minor illusion, and Willow is bouncing off the walls, and Josh is also bouncing off the walls as Josh takes notice of the laser pointer and begins to bounce, just barely missing Willow with a claw as he begins to tear up the seats of the little train car that you're in, and is just absolutely shredding it as he tries to destroy the minor illusion. You have wreaked absolute... No. Come here, small insect! I shall destroy you! It's okay, friends! I shall destroy it! I shall apprehend the tiny beast! I promise!
Can I grab Josh? Can
What?
I grab him by the neck and then just tell him to sit down?
Neck.
Roll intimidation.
Come here, boy. Intimidation, huh? Question is, it's +2. Okay. Nice. Awesome. 20. Let's go.
Natural?
No. Oh, not natural.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
did get a 20.
I'm gonna say that's definitely good enough. I'm not gonna make a Josh roll back for it. You yoink him by the scruff of the neck. No, bad Josh. What do you say to him?
You want to point out that it's me playing with the neck?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I whisper in his ear.
What do you tell him?
Listen here, that is just a minor illusion playing with you. Do you want to be played as a fool? No, you don't. Sit down next to me.
Josh sits
Boy.
down sadly, and he looks to you, Nia. How could you, kind woman? I trusted you. How could you
It was
play
meant
with
for
my
you.
mind and my heart?
It
She
wasn't
played
meant
you
for
like a
you,
fiddle.
or the cat.
You find it amusing to play with the minds of beasts? How could you?
Practice.
And
It's
Josh-
practice because it was a mouse.
Josh gets extremely, extremely sad and continues to mope around in the seat.
This cat.
So what else do you want to do to pass the time?
I want to talk to Ziel.
Totally. You two
Yes.
can
Hello.
have a chat.
What have you been doing this entire time? I haven't seen you for quite some time. What have you been doing?
Well, you see, I went and I beat up a noble, but I did it legally, because obviously you guys don't like it when I beat up people. So
Legally?
Corvin come like from behind him. He gives you the face of and he's like kind of like waving his hand back and forth like so.
it was sort of legal.
It's like
It is quite
Anyways,
odd, since I do not know what legal or illegally means.
morally, it was
Good for you.
technically morally correct, and I showed him the little copper duelist.
Corvin is like behind you like, I don't know if I'd call it moral. You like, I'm not sure if moral is the word for what you did to that dude.
And I pull out the copper thing. I got accepted into the duelists league, so that was pretty
You pull
cool.
out the
Wow.
little copper badge and it has like the duelist's little it has like the stamp on it. I guess that's what you call it, a stamp. And it's 2 crossed rapiers and a small noble symbol that you don't recognize.
Basically, what this means is now I can continue to participate in more fights, climb the ranks,
Wow.
and get money.
It basically how it works is, Corvin pipes up, anyone with that symbol on their belt or just showing it off will be able to legally they'll be able to
people up?
legally challenge you and be challenged by you at whenever their discretion pleases. And if you decline, then they will be able to take your rank and you will have to go down a rank.
Can I join? That is my question.
You sort of missed
sure.
your
I think there's
opportunity,
actually-
but yeah.
There's actually, I think, a duelist society in Merida. I
Oh,
think I know.
Are we going
small
to a different
place.
town?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
we
to that.
are?
I thought we were going to like a battlefield. We're going to a different
Yeah,
town.
me too.
Nice.
Said it was the town.
We weren't paying
It's-
attention that much.
It's a
Yeah.
little religious hub. So yeah, like what I was saying is pretty much, guys, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take out whoever it may be. We're pretty sure it's some gangsters. But the government is not legally allowed to make any assumptions about that. So without proof, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So you guys are going to look around and find out who the hell it is that is murdering and brutalizing all of our high mages and druids. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, understood.
Makes sense.
Any hoozles. So yeah, if you two want to take on the duelist society, rise through the ranks, maybe get become a master, go for it.
Yes, that is what I will do.
I think you guys definitely got the brawn for it. Technically, magic is allowed. It's just mostly martial magic. As long as you fight with a weapon and you only use magic that generally enhances your weapons or is more weapon based, like say
Hex.
like say sword burst or magical weapon
Or booming blade.
or spiritual weapon, basically just any weapon that can be any magic that is
So
weapon based that shows your
basically,
martial prowess.
you can't pull out a firebolt or a lightning
No.
strike, or you can't pull out a conjure barrage, which none of us have that yet. But I could still curse them in a way that makes me do more damage in the form of
Debuffs are
Hexblade's
allowed,
curse.
yes.
Yeah.
Stuff like bards enhancing people with inspiration, getting hit with different types of debuffs like magical hexes or say booming blade. That's all allowed.
Yes.
So we're getting a little bit closer now, guys. Is anybody hungry?
Yes, I am. I do want to eat some Popeyes, actually.
Okay,
And
you guys.
I had Pizza Hut before, but I'm just kind of
A
hungry.
bingo
for
with things that Kristen always says. We need to start with a bingo.
Popeyes.
Every
We
Yeah.
gotta start with
episode,
Popeyes.
do bingo.
We need a counter for that.
Popeyes.
Lol.
We need Popeyes biscuits for
We
one.
do need the chicken
I'm not
tender.
wearing a shirt.
I am wearing a shirt. No, actually, I'm not this time. But
Apple
I am
You
juice.
not.
said it within the first
Crap.
5 minutes.
Apple juice.
Apple
His-
juice.
His lighting.
My lights.
Something about music he's listening to as well.
Something about.
Oh yeah, I
music
like. I
purposes.
randomly just start murmuring music.
Yeah.
Funny
Funny memes.
Have I ever said something about my foot? JoJo references.
JoJo
Um,
references. Memes.
that's for
Sometimes
sure.
humorous. Come here, boy. But not like come here, boy. Like come here, boy. That kind of
Come here, boy.
You got to do it with the accent, otherwise it doesn't count.
Come here, boy.
Okay, Southern
get right
accents
over
should
here.
probably be its own category.
Yeah. Why is this? Okay,
Russian
never mind. Yeah.
accents. Russian
Little
accents is
Sunni
another
accent.
one.
Really? Wait, what are we talking about for me?
Ruskies. We're doing
Bingo
a
card?
Christian bingo.
So
Oh,
every
wow.
week we make a bingo
No.
card with all these in a random location, and then whoever gets
Oh.
bingo gets something.
Really? Do they get brag rights from knowing me well or something?
Sure.
I
bragging
would
rights.
say
Or like a-
probably not, but
One
maybe.
temporary hit point.
Sure,
Everyone just
one
gets a level
temporary
up.
hit point.
Ooh.
Is that hit point stackable?
Oh God.
No.
It's
Y'all
not
are gonna kill
permanent,
me.
which means that once you lose it, it's gone.
Yeah, but if you go several rounds without taking any damage and you keep getting the bingo.
Sure, if you think you can not get hit for the remainder of the
Oh,
game.
no,
sure.
I don't plan
What?
on doing that. I'm just saying Lauren might try to do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming she will.
Moving right along.
I mean, not to get hit in a game.
Do you mean like you're able to do more damage, or I get to?
It's like
Receive damage.
you know golden apples in Minecraft, how you get extra hearts?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Those are
that's
temporary hit
exactly-
points.
Oh okay.
All right,
Yeah,
anyways,
exactly.
moving on. We arrive.
Let's hurry up.
Not yet, actually.
Two. Oh.
So you guys are gonna have 3 levels of hunger. You guys are currently at level 1 hunger. You're basically just a little hungry. It doesn't have any effect. Level 2 hunger, you start getting -1 debuffs to hit and to constitution saves. And the final one is you get, this is like really, really hungry, like this is starvation. This is like -1 to all rolls.
Been there and done that.
So
Right.
you guys are currently level 1 hunger, so you don't have any debuffs yet. You can set it back to 0 though if you need. If you just want to be safe. And once again, you have to roll for stealth to see if you don't die.
Okay, well, like roll now for stealth.
Yeah, do you want to get faster, moderate, or keep going slow?
Keep going
Good
slow.
speed.
We're gonna keep going
Yeah,
at the
keep going
same
slow.
pace because apparently.
Okay, that's an
Okay.
auto. No, actually roll, because if you get a natural 1, then that's the only way you can.
Be a 8.
Do this.
Get something good.
Well, no, Lauren. If you get a natural one, it doesn't count
That's
what
all.
your modifier
Yeah,
was.
okay, you guys are silent as you roll through the dunes.
It's just awkward silence. No one says anything. You just hear your blood streaming through your heart.
It is
That's
complete
Oh my.
awkward silence as people are currently still reeling. Josh is being really whiny and sad, and everyone's just like really awkward because
I am the
he's
father
that
figure.
Josh
weird
some
mix.
food.
Because he's that weird mix of like being an animal and also being like a sentient person, and they
Can I
don't
give
know.
Josh food?
Everyone's silently trying
Mad
to
baby.
figure out if it's weird or not that he's whimpering right now, yes,
Lauren,
you can give Josh food.
Only if you have food can you give Josh food.
Days worth of ration that weighs 20 pounds.
a
So,
day's
yeah.
worth of ration, definitely.
It
Am
says
I
on
near
I
Josh?
wrote rations and it says 20 pounds. So I'm assuming I have food.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give him. I'm assuming it's all vegetarian based. I'll give him
You
some
have,
berries
like,
or something.
you have a collection of like berries and stuff that
Yeah.
he'll eat.
I'll give him those.
It's not meat, but he enjoys it, and he's feeling a little more. He's feeling less angry at the kind lady, who he has now begun to dub the charlatan.
I have 10 days worth of rations, by the way.
It doesn't
Ooh.
say how many days. I
You
didn't
can
copy that
also-
down onto my character.
Well, it says
sheet.
1 day, but I have 10 of them, is what I mean. I've
You can also
quantity
eat
10.
rations to alleviate levels.
You
of
have
hunger.
200 pounds worth of food.
Yeah, apparently.
Dude, I'm confused. Where do you check that?
No, it might be 2 pounds per ration. You might also have 10.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is I have 20 pounds worth. So
Well, I have 10 quantity, and it says 1 day, so 10 1 days is 10 days. So
you can actually use rations to alleviate levels of hunger.
I figured.
now
I figured
food
eating
as well.
rations would give us some hunger. I just don't feel like I should do it right now.
So you can either hunt for food or you can just use rations. You're
Yeah, I have
also
20
at level
pounds of
2
ration.
of you're at level 2 of hunger.
All right, I eat one of my
right.
rations.
let's eat
Yeah,
some
me
food.
too.
Elanor,
Yeah,
so
you're a vacuum.
Lauren, you have 10 days because I got rid of one of my days and it went down to 18.
Okay.
Can you repeat that, Declan?
I ate
couldn't
1
hear you.
day of ration.
Eleanor, are you gonna eat any rations to alleviate your hunger, or are you gonna save it up?
I'm gonna save it.
Okay, so tomorrow you will be starving.
Oh no.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Remember, you're saving.
Wait, I can't hear Elanor.
Huh.
She
That's
just
weird.
You're really
I-
is
quiet.
sort of weird.
Can anyone hear?
I can hear
I can
you.
It's
hear you.
quite odd.
Okay.
You guys can hear me.
Yeah, we
Elanor,
can
Yeah,
hear
can
you.
hear me. Hello, hello, hello.
She can hear you.
Christian, you also have
Okay.
10 days. You have 10 1-day
10.
rations. If you look at the quantities
Ooh.
column, you have 10 1-day rations.
And 1 day. Oh, awesome.
So, 3 of you
Consumable.
eat. Your teammates also eat. They're like weird rations. They're not the greatest. Definitely not the greatest. It's all just like potatoes and
Ooh,
berries.
that's-
Oh, dude, what do you
that's
mean?
good.
Potatoes are the greatest. What do you mean
are good.
potatoes aren't the greatest?
Okay, Attack
You
on
ever-
Titan player. Jesus.
I don't
You're
actually watch
watching.
Attack on Titan. I
Yeah,
like
me too.
potatoes. I just actually like potatoes,
Potatoes are
Declan.
good.
I'm
Especially
Irish,
cheap
and I
fried.
don't like potatoes that much. Jesus.
Wait, really? What?
Potatoes are great.
Potatoes are
You're-
godsends.
Yeah.
God.
Like baked potatoes, French fries.
Yeah,
Relax.
see, even Lauren
Hash
knows.
browns, like cut up
Hash
fried
browns.
potatoes with a bit of butter and salt.
Okay, those aren't
Lay's.
potatoes anymore. Those are completely different foods. Those don't count.
Lay's.
All of those know. All of you know that different
That is like an
Mashed
entire.
potatoes.
Just a baked potato.
species
Baked
of
potato.
I said
Baked
that.
potato.
Potatoes.
Different
I said that.
species of potato don't count. These are just like
Species.
We're talking
This
about
is like
ways to
raw
cook it.
potato.
Potato yet?
Well, we have fire magic, Declan. We can cook
fire.
them.
Okay, I
I
guess it's
can-
better then.
I can turn myself into Gordon Ramsay if I wanted to.
You and your different species of potato.
We're talking potato. We haven't even gone into sweet potatoes yet.
That
Oh,
actually is a
yeah.
different species. But actually, those would be yams, because yams
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
orange ones. But anyways, so the next
We
check.
eat.
Are we gonna do the third check? Hopefully, the final check.
Yes.
Lauren, roll for stealth.
Well, actually, it depends. Are you gonna go fast, slow, or
Slow.
Okay, then it's gonna be like 5 more checks.
Can we go fast once? Let's go fast
Sure.
once.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should just do that once. If not, then we might go
20,
twice.
nat 20. Nat 20, we're going fast. So,
You guys are going fast, going loud down the countryside.
Hell yeah.
You guys
boy.
are 100% not getting caught. You guys are screaming your way down as the friggin' lizards go into overtime, and also Elanor, you are starving to death.
Eat. You have 20
Eat
days worth
something.
of food, or 10 days worth of food.
Corvin is
potato.
very worried about you. He's like, "Hey, how's it? You all right? Need something, man? Need to eat something?
Slowly start losing your pigment skin.
You all right? You're looking
Mean
a little
skin
more gaunt."
pigment?
Yeah, I might
Skin
eat.
pigment. Never mind.
I need to
I
eat.
think you look
know.
like hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. You look like hell. As your commanding officer, I order you, dude, eat something. You haven't.
Dude, eat something.
You haven't
As
eaten
your
days.
Email, thank you very much.
dude, you gotta eat, man.
Wars are
Okay,
won on a full
fine.
stomach.
Okay, fine.
And then I just approached to Elanor and I'm like, "You gonna eat that?"
Stay away.
Josh is
away.
doing the same thing on the other side of Elanor.
We're both like,
You're
"You
both
gonna eat
flanking her.
that?"
I'm
You
just
haven't
gonna
eaten in
hold
2
up, like, my
days.
dagger, and I'm just gonna be in the middle, like, don't touch my food.
I think that was me. Oh, I'm very thirsty.
All right. Anyways,
heard
so
a
do we get to
gulp
the town now?
Not quite yet. 2 more checks if you go slow.
We went
1 check
fast,
if you go-
though.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
went fast. That was
So
like
you managed
3.
to skip. That was 3 days slow.
Okay.
And if
I
you,
have no
it's
concept
1
of
day.
times.
It's 1 day at moderate speed.
All right, go moderate this time. Lauren, you can do it. Plus
Yeah,
7.
We
Go.
believe in you. We believe in you.
19.
19.
You succeed,
That's the
and
first
just
roll
like
under
that-
20.
just like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Farmland and sandy dunes begin to morph into arid tree lands of dead trees,
Yes.
and eventually back into actual trees again. And you come to the somewhat sandy and a little dry, yet still definitely a little more vegetated land of Merida. When you arrive there, the first thing you notice is this massive orb. Like, it's just a big orb. And there's a bunch of strange symbols carved into it. And this is very clearly a holy site. There's a bunch of guards standing around. There's a bunch of there's a bunch
Wait.
of, what?
So it's basically like a ball. Is it like what is it made out of?
It seems to
Glass?
me, it seems to be made out of some
Nah.
sort of black marble type thing.
Oh. So it's not like a magical force field or something like that.
No, it's just
No,
a
okay.
big marble ball, and it
Oh,
seems
okay.
like it is extremely well polished. I should mention it's very reflective, but it is
Blacksmith.
covered in these
Runes.
golden runes. Yeah, each of them seem to be corresponding to their own god,
Ooh.
and it seems like there is a whole lot of people, just a lot of foot traffic, tourists, stuff like that, who have come here on pilgrimages to like pray for it or just to see it, stuff like that. If you all would like to get off the bus on this nice little army field trip.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, one by one, get your buddies. Corvin announces as he itches behind his ear, waiting for all of you to get off.
I walk up to Corvin and
Buddy system, everyone. Oh, hey, what's up, Ziel?
it's been a few days. Could you recap me on what exactly we're doing here?
I can.
I'm asking
Oh my
Corvin, not you, Nia.
Wow.
We
Very
already
rude.
have
Let her
the
speak.
teacher's pet and the rebel
Be nice
of the
to
group.
her.
You know what, Nia? Thank you.
Oh
If
my
you want to,
gosh.
if you want to talk to Nia about that, that's fine. Nia, if you
Okay.
like to recap Zeal.
Yes. So Merida is a small religious hub
I'm not
bunch of
asking
wizards.
about where we are. I'm asking about what we're doing
No,
here.
I'm
Why?
reading my notes. That was the first sentence of my notes, okay?
You're taking
Okay.
notes?
I have a, yeah. So there's a bunch of wizards that either end up here dead or almost dead. They're all somehow connected here, and they're either almost dead or completely dead. Wizards dead
Excellent.
here.
And
That's
the
my
government
friend.
technically can't say this, but it seems like there's some drug activity going on here that may be connected and also gang activity. But the government technically can't say that, so you didn't hear it from me. But it's pretty obvious that there seems to be some gangs behind it. All right?
What time of day is it?
Venom.
What time
It
of day
is-
is it right now?
You arrive at like noon.
Noon? All right. Can I just wander into some back alleys? Just
So if you guys want to split up, this place isn't exactly as nice as Adizia, so it's real religious. Unfortunately, there's a lot more slums and stuff around these parts. So if you wanna,
all right. I
Head on
motion for Zen and Josh to follow me into an alley.
buddy
Yes.
system, everyone, group up,
Elanor, are you with me?
form a
Without
party.
a doubt, I am following to a back alley.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
Elanor, you're with me?
because we're
Yes?
looking for like gang
Before
you all
activity.
take
We
it,
should check all the
definitely.
back alleys and stuff. See if they're hanging out there.
before you all
The
take
boys
off,
hang out with the boys and the girls hang out with the girls.
We get
Yeah.
Josh.
before you all take off, everyone, I have a little clipboard here. He shakes his little clipboard. I need to document who's working with who, government paperwork, all that stuff like that. Okay. So choose teams.
Me, Zen, Josh.
Me and
Josh.
Nia.
Yeah.
And Willow.
Yeah.
As you and Nia get together, you see the towering shadow of Hippolyta coming up from behind you. Hello, small people. What do you say we work together? Get to know each other a little more.
Who?
Yeah, we
Like-
barely
Sounds fun.
interacted with her.
The
The
Adrazi
fire-
woman, the really tall lady who has
Oh,
a silver in the
yeah.
duelist rank.
She is super buff and has like
Strong
a
lady.
massive great sword slugged over her shoulder.
Yes, come join us.
Please need some muscle.
You do actually. You're both like healer class. If you're to separate
Yeah.
into healer,
We're
attack,
both
and
light
tank,
peop-
you guys would both be like healer slash support.
2 healers and a tank. The only people left are Corvin and the dude with the deer horns.
Antlers.
Yeah,
With the
language
antlers.
does he speak? Sorry, what language does he speak?
You can hear him muttering to himself in Infernal, but he does speak Common. You've heard him
I
speak
speak
Common,
Infernal.
huh?
I
Is that
speak
like-
Speak
Infernal.
elf.
Chinese or something?
It's
And
I'm gonna say it's the equivalent. It sounds like Spanish. It sounds like he's speaking Spanish.
Ah,
Hola.
Makes
Porque-
sense.
do we all,
Infernal.
Elanor,
caliente.
do we also want to invite him to join our group?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll
here,
start
bud.
talking to him in Infernal. I'll say, do you want to come
I-
join us?
I don't speak his language.
I do though.
He
so I can-
speaks common.
I know, but I want to feel personal to him.
He's really touched by the fact that you speak Infernal to him. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I've been really sorry. I've been saying all this negative stuff in Infernal this whole time." You can tell earlier he was talking about he was definitely trash talking himself.
Himself?
Yeah. He's like, "God damn it, why am I so bad at this? I never should have joined the army. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I'm in this weird new place. Oh my god, this sucks. I suck. Oh my god." He's the Michael Sarah of tieflings.
Nice.
If I could
We
if
love
I could
Michael
understand
Cera.
him, I would
the most
hug him
he's
automatically.
awkward, but in a charismatic way. Yeah, so he says his name's Rogan. Hey, so yeah, sure. Totally.
Okay.
He just kind of like fiddles with his fingers and shuffles off to the side with you guys, and that leaves Corbin. Okay, I can join a group, or honestly, I'd be completely fine just staying back and doing paperwork. I'm your commander. It's fine. It's whatever. I can.
Be safe, man. Please.
if no one needs me in a group, I can definitely take care of myself. I can see you guys later. If that's cool.
Please be safe.
What was the tiefling's name?
Rogan. His last name's Hawthorne. Rogan Hawthorne. He
Ooh.
is a purple-skinned tiefling with pretty much deer horns. That's like his main. Yeah, that's like his main deal.
Great.
Other than
So
that,
split up and look
they're
for gang
Hippolyta,
activity. Gang and
Exactly.
drug activity, actually.
Hippolyta begins to take you guys around like she knows where the hell she is. She's definitely been here before.
Okay, so
They can go first, actually. I'm gonna relax.
if we can go ahead and kind of try to go somewhere where we think that there could be stuff, I can then cast Detect Poison on a 30-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
I'd probably suggest a tavern, because sometimes things can go down.
Go to tavern. Then I cast Detect Poison on 30-foot radius.
Want to point out, you're gonna get a lot of poison because alcohol is poison.
Alcohol doesn't count as poison in the actual.
All right. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, you're just be like, oh look, there's poison all around us. Oh wait, we're in a bar.
Does alcohol count as poison in the?
I don't
spell-
think
Read up
in
the spell
D&D
description.
it doesn't in D&D. No.
Check what type of poison it is in the source.
Okay, I'm gonna say that with a successful Arcana check, you can successfully like exclude poison or whatever. Like, I mean alcohol. You can like exclude alcohol.
I can identify types of poison. So I can say, this is that, that's that, that's that. Oh, here's what we're looking for. Let's head to the bar.
Okay. You find this little stone building, like cobble and logs that's been thrown together, and you head inside, and you are once more greeted with the Purgatory Bar. No matter what, you can't escape Purgatory.
Him again.
You find the
Might
dude
have to
again. He's
recycle
like,
a thumbnail.
"Oh, hey, coming back after wasting 2 gold and not sleeping here. Sure."
I did though. Remember, me and Elanor slept there.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, did you actually use your?
Yeah, I did.
yeah,
I
I
didn't
thought
want to
you
spend
Yeah,
too much.
we did.
Okay, never mind. Oh, hey, glad to see you again after like what, 5 days? 5 days, yeah. Here to burn another 2 gold.
So what if me, Elanor, I'm sorry, names are bad with me.
If you said
Hippolyta,
anything there,
and
we
Rose.
didn't hear you. Like right
I'm
away.
saying, why don't we go to a table?
Okay.
Okay.
Can't hear you there, Elanor.
Free table over there. And as you're in there, you see this is going to be a new thing for everyone except for Nia. You see Shrek and Fiona, the half ogre brother and sisters.
I avoid all eye contact, but like not. I don't want to look like I am. I just am.
Roll deception with it. No, what? Roll stealth.
Oh, let me flip to paper. Oh, I don't know why I had to look that up. I've been using it the whole time. 12.
Okay, you just barely managed to escape their gaze. You got a 12, they got an 11. So you barely managed to evade their looking eyes. One of them does have an eye patch, to be fair, so it's only fair that they would not have.
And what did you do? Did you do that? I swear they didn't have an eye patch last time.
I just think he forgot to say it last time.
Did you forget to say it, or
They
did?
didn't have an eye patch last time.
So
I'll
you
tell you
could have.
what.
They did or didn't?
They didn't have an eye patch last time.
Wasn't me.
Maybe they got hit with the skeleton javelin.
No. The skeleton javelin was definitely not the cause of it. You saw what happened to the skeleton javelin. It's still in the. No, what? Yeah, sure. It's still in the wall. Why not?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
remember
that's even
any
worse.
of this.
That's even
Also,
worse.
all the
Ugh.
little skeleton waiters that scurry about in the tavern now, they've gone from the painted bones in the kind of Aztec themed place and the pharaoh ware in the Egypt place to a sort of more religious ceremonial jewelry in this new Mecca like city. So these people are, you can tell that this is like, the bar definitely changes from place to place, but you don't know if different people see it differently for each time. It seems to be the same bar, but with the same people, but at the same time, it seems like only you can see the differences. That's just something I'm going to point out to you.
Almost like they're all in purgatory.
So anyways, moving right along. So did you want to cast Detect Poison?
Yeah.
Coolio. So, does there need to be a roll for that?
I'm still going to try to note. Okay. I don't think so. It's a first level spell that lasts for up to 10. I don't know. Does there? Declan? I don't know. I don't.
Does it say description? One
Oh,
second.
I copied it down. Let me see.
Nia spells. Let's see here. Okay, detect poison and disease. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and disease within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Okay, yeah. So it would be able to individually point out which thing. You can either cast it as a ritual, or you can cast it with a first level spell slot. A ritual will take like a few minutes. I think.
Will be less obvious to people that I'm casting spell.
Okay, yeah. Just casting it with a spell slot will be less evident.
Okay, I'll do that.
So it uses which elements? Verbal, somatic, and material. So I'm just gonna ignore material because no one uses material because it's boring and dumb. So you will have to make verbal noise and make motions with your hands to do it. So if you want to disguise that, you will have to do deception.
Okay, so first of all, are we at like a corner table or a corner, or not a corner table, or like a table out in the open?
You're at a corner table, like against the wall.
Okay, so if I can sit
Nice.
kind of in the corner,
Yes.
Okay.
I will gladly protect you, even though I'm short.
and then if the Genasi woman sits across from me,
Working as like a human shield.
basically,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So she is huge enough that she definitely blocks you.
There you
Rogan,
go,
on the other hand,
trolling me.
is like, he is slim as hell. He is like a twig. He would not be able to block anything.
Yeah, okay, and does it say it has to be in common?
Makes sense, but it's just generally, people in this world know what a spell sounds like. They know when you're casting a weird spell.
If I speak in a weird language, then it could just be like I'm talking.
Okay, you can.
Well,
if you roll
no. So
deception check.
spells don't have a language. They have specific noises you have to make.
I guess, yeah.
In what work of fiction do spells have a language? Oh, I'm going to cast a spell in English.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. Harry Potter.
It's
All
like
their spells are Latin.
the spell itself is in a certain language, and people just know that those words in that language would cast that spell.
I guess.
You
Okay,
can't
never mind.
translate it and have it cast the
You
same
probably-
spell.
If you roll a successful deception check, then you can make it sound like you're just saying in their language that they don't recognize.
There we go.
Yeah, that's an actual
Decep-
thing you can do.
Now let me find it on this thing. Oh, I have to find it. I have it. Oh, I get +0. Of course. Okay. That would be a 17.
Okay, yeah, that'll cut it, I think. Don't see why anyone would be able to, trade that. So you successfully and discreetly cast a spell. As you're casting it, cast a plethora of disease and plague of these bartenders. They not bartenders, but like of the bar patrons. These are definitely not healthy people. They have a litany of so many different kinds of diseases. Not all of them just regular sicknesses, if you catch my drift. They are all very, very diseased in all sorts of ways. Probably morally from a lot of these diseases that you can tell. And I'm not going to get into details, but there are definitely some moral diseases in a way. So you're able to pick up on, obviously, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs. However, one specific kind of drug is like pointed out to you specifically. You are able to definitely identify Monarch's venom.
Where
Awesome.
do I kind of see
Nice.
where it is, or is it just in that general direction? I know.
You can sense where it is, and it is coming from Shrek and Fiona. It is coming from Shrek and Fiona.
Okay. What languages does Hippolyta speak?
Hippolyta speaks Common and Elemental.
Elemental?
Shay,
Yeah.
do you speak
Bro.
do you speak Elemental?
Sorry. I speak Elfish though.
I know that.
She speaks common. Talk to her in common.
Then other people over here.
Making a plan.
Then write on
Speak
paper.
common, my dude.
That's evidence.
Is there paper in this?
Burn it.
universe?
Does Rogan?
Napkins. Why wouldn't there be
Does
napkins?
Rogan speak
Okay, there won't be.
Elemental?
It's not like a
Does
nice.
Rogan speak Elemental?
How many bars do you go to where they give you a napkin?
Every bar I've been to gives you a napkin.
How many
Does
bars?
Rogan speak Elemental?
At least 3.
Does anyone speak Elemental?
Does
Other
Rogan?
than-
Does Rogan speak Elemental? No.
The
I think
infernal.
only Genasi's, I'm assuming.
Well, any elemental being, like a elemental, or like a few different types of druids, some infernals,
But not
probably.
Rogan.
Like Genasi's, genies, stuff like that.
Could have gone really well. No. Fun. Okay, so Elanor, I will speak to you in Elvish.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Mm-hmm.
How much have I
Yeah.
missed?
Oh, not much. I've just been
Why,
trying to figure
why
out
don't
what
you guys
languages
just
are-
whisper to each other?
Yeah, I'll whisper to Eleanor in Elvish.
Or just in common, because people could still speak Elvish in the bar. You're not the only 2 people who speak Elvish.
Yeah,
just
I know, but
whisper
if you look
and
at
make
the
a stealth
general
check.
population,
Just whisper and make a
Yeah.
stealth check. It doesn't make
if
sense
you
to
look at the
me.
general
There's still people that
population,
could overhear it.
if common is English, then what would be
Everyone
Elvish?
speaks
French?
Elvish
English.
is like French, yeah.
Yeah, so if
And
you
you're like,
go to a general setting, Less
They're like-
people will speak
Or
French than English.
So it's
I
the
mean, unless you're
amount
in
of
France.
speaking French in Mecca.
Yeah, exactly. So I will turn to Elanor and kind of do the Mean Girls little Mean Girls
Mean
whisper.
girl.
And I'll
Yeah.
say, those, what are they, half orcs? I'm sorry.
They are half ogres.
Half ogre, sorry. I will turn to Eleanor and say those half ogres. And kind of, then I'll do like the butterfly hand signal. Like very discreetly, just butterfly.
Monarch.
Butter-
Monarch symbol.
Oh my god, you guys have secret sign language now?
yeah, we do. Best
Monarch.
friends forever.
You guys are now BFFs.
100%.
I mean,
So-
imagine where we actually
No,
came
better
from.
idea. I point to butterfly necklace I'm wearing.
So you do the hand signal and the butterfly necklace, and Eleanor picks up on it.
Mhm.
So, what's your game plan from here? Rogan and Hippolyta are still kind of catching up.
I
They're trying.
also
figure out
tell
what the-
Rogan because, but in Infernal.
Okay. Rogan
We got
like figures it out, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he just casts a message and talks to you guys in your minds, and it's like, "Okay, so this is a safe place for us to talk. If you guys
Can he
want
do
to talk
that?
in here, it's pretty
Can he
much."
add Hippolyta into group, or can he let her know in some fashion?
Yeah, he adds you into your breakout room.
Beautiful breakout rooms.
breakout room. And
Zoom calls.
he lets her know, like, seems that we know where the Monarch's venom is coming from, and it is right here in Merida.
We got to
right over
figure
at
out.
the table. We got some half ogres. They got some Monarch's venom on them.
We got to
And
figure out how to
Hippolyta
lure
is
them out.
her greatsword ready to fucking cut them in two.
That's not what we want to do. We don't want to draw a lot of attention to ourselves. So who has good charisma?
Mhm.
I
Rogan
have 0.
surprisingly has high charisma, despite it's got like that Michael Sarah charisma where it's
Michael
like
Cera.
he's super shy but in a cute way.
We got to figure out a way to lure them out.
I can go and
Go.
talk. to him.
Does he want to go pretend to want to buy some and kind of say, hey, I heard you are the guys to get it from.
But what if they haven't
I
told anyone?
I could like try. I think we'll see.
No,
Try,
no. What I'll
please.
say is, hey, I want some. Do you know anyone? That's a better way to go.
Mhm.
I'm kind of nervous. They
You got
seem
it,
like
buddy.
he looks over to them. One of them is quite literally just like eating what seems to be the remains of a baby something. You don't know what, but it's definitely a baby. And he's like, they are really intimidating. I'm not sure if I can go over there alone.
I'll go with you. I offer myself up.
Hippolyta wants to go over there, but you can tell that she's definitely holding herself back because she knows she's going to slice them in half, or at least attempt to if she goes over there.
Yeah, and if Rogan can, how does his mind speak thing work?
Pretty much, you can like it's kind of like you unmute your thoughts for a bit. I'm gonna compare this to a Zoom call. It's a mental Zoom call. You guys can just like choose to speak to individual people, whoever you want, and you can choose who you want to talk to. And
Wait,
you can,
actually, we can see him though. Never mind. I was gonna say
Zoom
he can
calls
tell
to
us
the
if he
next
needs
level.
help, but
Yeah.
we can see him.
he
So-
can let you know, yeah, if he's
So-
in distress.
I will let Hippolyta know that if stuff, doesn't go well, let's just say,
We just
Then
look over
she
at the
can-
Genasi woman.
Oh, as soon as you
Go
start to say
ahead.
it doesn't go well, Hippolyta starts to reach for her sword again happily.
Okay,
Go
yeah, I'll do that. If it doesn't go well, then you can intervene.
she begins to giggle like a giddy toddler.
Okay. So I think that is good plan. Elanor, do you agree with the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the plan.
I swear, if anything goes wrong, we'll just turn this thing into chaos.
Yeah, they're real possible. Okay, let's go. Plan in 3, 2, 1,
Woohoo!
plan.
I'll go with him. I think
You're
because
going
since he's
with
so
Rogan.
yeah.
Rogan's like super nervous, and you're there for emotional support.
Yeah.
So he like meekly wanders up. You're a priest. You're wearing like your freaking holy garb. They will be suspicious if a priest comes up suddenly asking for drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I have dealt with some people met me in the alleyway.
Do you have a cloak that's not priestly?
Do you actually have commoner's clothes? Let's see here. You might.
Because that would work very well. Just, go to the washroom, come back.
If they have a washroom, most of the time it's an outhouse.
The outhouse, Go leave looking disgusted,
You
then come back.
actually do have like normal. You actually do have like normal people, like like commoner clothes. Well, they're fine clothes, so they're like the description is this set of clothes is designed specifically to be expensive and show it, including fancy tailored clothes in whatever fashion happens to be the current style in the courts of the nobles. Precious metals and gems could be worked into the clothing. So you would look like a rich person. You're currently wearing your vestments, so you're wearing like your priestly clothes, but you can change into your fine clothes.
Hey.
Storm out looking disgusted. Come back in those. But like, put your hood over your head so no one sees your face.
I'm already trying. Man, my ears.
Go kind of whoosh. Boom.
So you come out and bada boom, bada bing. You look like a really fancy person. You look like a spoiled rich person. No one would know that you're a priest if they didn't just see you walk in those clothes. So you're gonna need a successful disguise roll to be able to get away with this.
Move forward with the plan.
Watch me fail this. D20 or
yeah,
is there
you
any...
don't have a bonus to it, so it's just a bland D20.
I'm horrible at these.
It's fine.
7. I told you.
You trot on in like, yeah, I'm fancy. I'm not a priest. You're like, hey, kiddo, wanna do the cocaines? I know how to do the crack-ha-ha. Wozy doodles. Wanna smoke some alcohol? You are a spoiled rich person in the worst way possible, in that you have no earthly knowledge of what drugs are or how to drug. You're like, hey, wanna drink some weeds? Heck yeah. We're gonna get cronk for shizzle, broski. You do not know how to talk like any normal person.
And this is why I never wear them.
Rogan is so completely enamored with whatever the hell this is that you're doing. He has no idea what this is, but he's like, yeah, sure, brother. How's the hippity haps, bro? I'm feeling a lot more confident now.
See, acting like that just made everything better.
Congratulations!
Exactly.
Now Rogan's gonna speak like a total narc. Great.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
I learned it from you.
Don't tell anyone that.
Don't worry. I learned how to speak like this, like a cool person that does all the droogays, like from you. What's the name? Okay, so it would be like father or something. What would be the female version of father? Like, I guess Mother Teresa. So it would be like, I learned from you, Mother Elanor. Thank you for teaching me
Weird
how to
family
make the Drugays.
Turn into some weird family thing. Quickly, before anyone notices.
Okay. So, yeah. Yada yada. You approach Shrek and Fiona.
Yo.
Oi, what's all this then? Who are you blokes?
We're here that something about the stuff.
What kind of stuff? We do all kinds of stuff every goddamn day. Oi, this is stuff. And then he
You're interested in getting somewhere. Can you get it? Repeat after me. I'm interested in getting some.
Rogan immediately peps up and he's like, "Where can we get the cronky stuff, my dude and dudette? Let's hit me up with some of that dank poisone. Can I get a hell yizzle?"
Can I put my hand over his mouth, please? Please
Yes,
shut him
roll.
up.
1 second. I need to roll psychic damage as they try to process whatever the hell it is that just came from Rogan's mouth. They take 2 psychic damage trying to process whatever the hell that was that Rogan just said. How's the
please.
hippity haps, bro?
Please shut him up.
He's gonna keep
I
going
got a
until you roll.
10. I got a 10.
He is a very, very weak man. You immediately put your hand over his mouth. I want to talk about the drug, you know, my bro. What's the giggity bro? Oh, you know me, bro. So he continues to talk with your hand on his mouth. If you would like to,
Lord, I need you.
in your mind, you can talk to him in his mind. You can talk to any one of the group in his mind.
Okay, so ask them where you can find the monarch's venom. I find monarch's venom. Elanor or Rogan, say where can I find monarch's venom?
Where can I find monarch's venom?
Roll a perception or roll a persuasion check with disadvantage after whatever the hell that was.
Oh, help
How
me.
far are we from the exit in case we need to run?
I'd say about like 60.
Any minuses? Any minuses? Any nothing?
Let's. You have Elanor. You actually have a +2 to persuasion.
Oh yes.
So roll twice, take the better.
Okay.
So 14. Good start.
Okay, now I have to hit the diddly darn thing again. Am I still putting +2 or am I not?
Yep, you're still.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck. 19.
Okay, so you take 14. Let me roll a charisma saving throw.
My heart's racing right
They
now.
got 8. Okay. After that, like Christian Minecraft server level of purity and innocence, they still somehow find it endearing, and they're like, "Know what? I like you, cut-a jib. Tell you what, here, take a vial of drugs, kiddo." and now they're asking you to take a bit of Monarch's venom. And if you remember
Save
correctly,
for a party.
Monarch's
Save
venom.
for a party.
Monarch's venom will give you a momentary rush of strength and abilities. However, afterwards, they will give you a permanent disadvantage to one of your stats. It will also give you a mutation, a random mutation. So you can try and take it and deal with the consequences, but you will be able to find your way to the source. Or you can completely avoid this, and they will become extremely suspicious of you, and they won't be able to give you any. So it's your choice.
Sealed. Are they sealed with wax or some other sort of sealant that once broken cannot be replaced?
Yes. It has a cork.
Okay. But like if you take the cork out and you put the cork back in, will it look like you took the cork out?
Yes.
Yes, it will look the exact same.
No. Okay, no, it won't look the exact same. You'll be able to tell it's different.
Okay. Say that the person who sent you wants to make sure it's sealed so there was no tampering. Boom.
Elanor?
Or something along those lines. Or like, oh yeah, party, people want to make sure it's the real stuff, no tampering. Woo.
We just want to make sure it's the real stuff. I'm actually taking.
You are to a party. The people at set party want to make sure it's the real stuff.
You're taking an awful lot of time to say yes or no. Well, what is it?
It to a party. The people at the party want to make sure it's the right stuff and it's the real deal. Say that.
A party. Wondering if it's the real stuff.
Well, that's what this is. It's a prime sample. Well, I'll be willing to sell to you. Just give it a shot. And if you think it's good enough, then this is just a free sample. You'll be able to buy from me afterwards. We just need to make sure you ain't no knock.
Genasi woman, pretend to be police. Let's go. They've messed this up too much.
Titania, Hippolyta takes out her giant ass greatsword and begins marching over there.
According to her, she is the police. She is not with these two. She just overheard.
She begins on her way there. But they
Elanor, look shocked.
I'm sorry, I'm lagging.
Elanor, you will look shocked at what is happening. Rogan will also look shocked at what is happening because they do not know this person.
I stare at the Genasi woman with
horror and shock because you have, according to everyone, been caught trying to get illegal drugs.
They're on their way over, but before that can happen, you have to make a decision of saying either yes or no, or else they're going to. It's been like an uncomfortable amount of time of you saying yes or no, and they're ready to make a split-second decision. You can either say yes or no.
Grabs it from them. Hippolyta runs over, grabs it from them, or grabs one of them, pinning them down, and then takes the monarch's venom.
Hippolyta's on her way, but like again, this is a split-second decision. You're going to need to choose, Elanor. Do you take it or do you not?
Take the thing and exit situation. Hippolyta will come and deal with it.
Yes, exactly what she said.
Thank you.
So what are you gonna do, Elanor?
She is going to take it and then be like, "Oh shoot!"
I want to hear how she wants to try and do this. How her interpretation of this is. Elanor, what are you going to try and do in your own words?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the cork, look like I'm gonna drink it, but then I end up like kind of suddenly like
spilling it.
Yeah.
Hippolyta grabs it from her. She'd be like, "Police, stop!"
Roll deception.
It's not police. It's like knights.
It's like guards and stuff. Three. As you try and spill it on your as you try and like spill it accidentally, it's very obvious that you didn't do it accidentally. And as you try and do that, a bit of it gets in your mouth. And just then, you taste for the first time something you've never experienced before. Roll a Constitution saving throw against the Monarch's venom. Your Constitution saving throw would be, let's see here, +2. I'm gonna warn you right now. It has a very high DC. You're gonna need to roll very high. Oh my god, that's a 21. Okay, so the DC for it was a 20. You just barely managed to pass. As the Monarch Venom, you begin to give in to these strange fey dreams until essentially, poof, your divine body, it's a temple of the mind, and it begins to expel the harmful toxins. It was still only a small amount, and you just barely passed the DC, which was exactly a 20. You got a 21. You managed to expel the toxin from your body.
Thank you.
All right, I
Awesome.
see what's going on here.
Okay.
And right as that happens, to freaking Hippolyta marches over. Oi, town guards, get down! And she slams her greatsword down on the table. And a scuffle begins to break out. And just as that happens, I am going to go back over to our good friends, the B team. With we got Ziel,
No,
we got
we'll do
Josh,
that next time. B team
Fred.
will be next time because he had
Okay.
to leave.
Makes sense. Well, this has been a wonderful adventure. Join us all next time to the thrilling conclusion of these bunch of narcs trying to take down a drug operation and also a bunch of murders. Have fun.